Welcome back to America's Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Bull. This segment is brought to you by CommercialAgentSuccess.com. Check it out for the ultimate in commercial agent training. Well, today we're talking about events and conferences. Which ones should you attend and why? Please welcome my next guest. It's Hunter Davis, and he's with Bisnow, and he's joining us here in Studio One. Hunter, thanks for being with us.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Well, I think a lot of my listeners and viewers are going to be familiar with Bisnow, and it's spelled B-I-S-N-O-W if you're going to their website, if you're not driving a car, .com. And you guys have a lot of events and conferences. So tell us about it. So you have some national events and then you have local events?
Correct. So as we were saying, that we're in multiple markets, everything from across the United States to California to South Florida, but especially for us here in Atlanta, we're very focused on whichever market we're going to be in.
And you're in 50 cities in the U.S.?
We're in 50 different markets, not entirely cities, but yeah, everything up the East Coast to the West Coast and then peppered kind of throughout.
And you've gone to London, I have.
Yes, we have. We've gone overseas. We're in London and Ireland now, making a large impact out there as well. So very excited about it.
That's great. So you guys have done a fabulous job. I love what you guys do at Bisnow. I love your writers that do a great job as well. I know Jared does a good job here in the Atlanta market. So tell us, so if you're, who should attend your events and which ones should they attend?
Absolutely. So I mean, literally anybody that's in the commercial real estate space can and should be coming to our events. But I mean, they're always going to be very focused around what our mission is. And our mission is always to inform, connect, and advance the commercial real estate world to do more business. And so with our editorial, like you're saying, with Jared Shank, who's here in Atlanta, I mean, in all of our other markets, we have other editors. It's going to be driven around what we're pushing through in the news. And for the separate markets that we're in, so I'll just talk about Atlanta because that's where I'm based, that's where we are. We'll actually have 15 events with this coming year, and they're all going to be kind of focused around either a select neighborhood or a select asset class. So a lot like what you were saying for our national events, they're going to be focused around a specific asset class. We actually just had our Bisnow Multifamily Annual Conference last month, actually here, bringing over 400 commercial real estate professionals into the room. A lot of who we're reaching are actually going to be brokers, owners, and developers. That's about 30% of a reach that we're hitting on the digital side in our news, and who's coming to these events and who are actually building these panels around. But they're not going to be a grandiose, long event. Even our full day event is going to be from 8 to 4 p.m. And then we'll have neighborhood events that are going to be focused on a specific neighborhood that are in our market. So again, focusing on Atlanta. We have our Future of Buckhead event that's coming up. We'll focus on, Gwinnett County, get outside the perimeter, do Future of Gwinnett, Future of Buckhead, Future of Downtown. And it's all going to be very focused around the hot topic of the time in that actual neighborhood, as well as major developments that are going to be happening as well.
So depending on the city market you're in around the U.S. or in London too, I say, you can look and see at their website, which is bisnow.com. There's events tab, and you can go to your city, see what events are coming up. So if you go to one of the national events, then that's more of almost a full day, and they're typically sector-based. So if I sell office buildings, I may want to look and see, hey, when's the next Bisnow kind of national office event?
Exactly. Okay. And so, I mean, we'll spread. We're not going to spread a full country event, anything like that. We'll focus around. So if we're here, we'll talk about the Southeast. We'll get down into the northern parts of Florida. We'll go into both Carolinas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and just kind of bring a little bit more of a broader spectrum of people to come into the space, and I mean, try to grow outside of where they're based and into more of an area sector, get more contacts, work with more people, do more business. That's what we're trying to do.
And then the local events in the various markets, they sound a little more geographically based, or I guess sometimes sector based as well, but everything there is kind of hyper local.
Very hyper focused, hyper local. My gosh. Of course, I don't have my phone on vibrate. I'm so sorry, Michael.
That's all right. We'll edit it.
But no, I mean, very hyper-focused on a specific area so that you can know not only what's happening in your market, but specifically where you're wanting to grow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're interested in moving your business into Buckhead, if you're interested into, office space in Midtown, if you're interested in what multifamily developments are moving outside the perimeter or in the central perimeter, you can come to our events there, and we'll, set up 2 panel discussions. One that is normally focused around major projects, major developments, what's happening, what's coming, and then the topic of the time right now. So if there is a huge boom in a specific class, we'll really focus on that, bring a lot of heavy hitters onto the stage, and really be able to teach people, what's happening so that everyone stays informed, and you can hopefully make new connections while you're there.
That's great. And I love the local events, how fast you're kind of in and out, right? You're there in the morning, have some coffee, network, hear about what's going on, and then you're out of there, by 10?
10:30, morning events. You're getting a little bit of liquid courage, getting some coffee in you so you can have those conversations. We're averaging about 300 plus people that are coming to these events, so it's always a full room, but it's a full room of like-minded people as well. So, I mean, if you are an owner who's looking for a tenant to come into their space, you can meet one of those people at our events who's coming in. I mean, you can meet service providers that are going to be, actually filling in your space or working together with you at the same time as, talking with the people that, I mean, in this industry, it's all about who you know, how you know them. So you're going to have a lot of like-minded friends of yours that are going to be at the event. We'll always say we're almost never boring, is what we like to say.
I like that.
I mean, we play music at our events. We keep it very comfortable. It's a very relaxed environment that we're just trying to drive business for a lot of commercial real estate professionals.
So, to get the most out of attending your event, should you try to look at, hey, who's going to be there or who might be there, and is networking kind of one of the ways to get the most out of it, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, we'll announce our events up to 2 months beforehand. We'll announce who's going to be speaking, who's going to be on the panels. And so based off of what's happening in the community around you, I mean, if you see that there's a major developer that is speaking on the major projects panel, I mean, you'll see kind of what they're focusing on, what they're working on in that neighborhood, and then go to bisnow.com and read an article about what's happening there as well. So everything comes full circle. We're a very editorial company. And from doing that, we keep everybody informed by using these events to hopefully, like I said, teach you something that you didn't know about the specific market that you're in.
And except for the panels and speakers, we don't really know exactly who's going to be there, right, if we're attending.
Correct.
But that they're like-minded. Maybe they're interested in the area or the sector or that sort of thing.
And I mean, we of
and they're
course
real
have-
estate people.
Exactly. Everybody's going to be in the commercial real estate
real
space.
estate people. It's good people.
There's no residential that we're going to have at these events. It's
And
all...
we love our residential friends.
Absolutely.
But commercial real
this
estate.
is very commercial real estate focused.
This is CRE
driven.
people.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Hunter, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Good information. We love Bisnow. Check it out. It's Bisnow, BISNOW.com, and check out the events. Stay with us. We'll have more on commercial real estate events and conferences. I'm Michael Bull. This is America's Commercial Real Estate Show. America's Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty. For customized asset and occupancy solutions, visit bullrealty.com. Commercial Agent Success Strategies. Incredible training for commercial agents. Visit commercialagentsuccess.com.